Good evening, everyone. So I get the pleasure today to do the Holy Communion with you today. And many of you know the verses. By the way, my name is Pastor Josue, and we pastor New Hope Milan, myself and Lauren, who's watching me from the top. So amen to that. So good evening once again. Many of you know these Bible verses, but I'm going to read it to you, and then I'm going to give you a quick story of what this communion means to me, what the bread of life is, and what the blood sacraments mean to us as we drink the cup. So if you go to Luke chapter 22, verse 19 and 20, and it says this, Jesus, and he took the bread and gave thanks and broke it and gave it to them, saying, this is my body given for you, and do this in remembrance of me. In the same way, after the supper, he took the cup, saying, this is the new covenant in my blood, which is poured out for you. Many of you have heard these verses before. And I was kind of trying to think about it. How many times do we do the Lord's Supper? Every month, right? Just trying to think, how could I communicate it better? And so I thought about my grandmother. Go figure. I thought about my grandmother. And Jesus saying he breaks the bread every day. And I remember when I used to go to Guatemala, we would go to the market, and every day we would get bread, every day. And in this culture, they understand the same thing, the same principle here that Jesus is trying to communicate, that just as you need bread every day, it's part of their culture. Bread every day. They go to market, get bread, eat bread. It's part of their life. It's part of their culture. And Jesus is saying, hey, I am the bread of life. You need me every day. Just as your body needs the nourishment that the bread gives you every day for your physical body, in the same way, you need the bread of life, me, for your spirit, for every day, for you to grow and prosper. Amen? And so I'm thinking, I think of Pastor Scott, he puts it so wonderfully. Pastor Scott's such an eloquent speaker. But he says,